So I'm a PhD student in sustainable agriculture and agricultural and biosystems engineering. And so I first came to Iowa State for my undergrad here, and I was drawn to Iowa State because I was interested in a variety of fields, in environmental sciences, agricultural stuff, and then engineering. And so I found my home with agricultural and biosystems engineering here in undergrad. And then after that, I pursued my master's degree at the University of Illinois. But then the right opportunity arose to come back here and pursue my Ph.D. in the Sustainable Agriculture program, which is this really awesome interdisciplinary program here at Iowa State, where it trains natural science students and human science, social science students to work together to solve all of these interdisciplinary problems facing food and agriculture and sustainability. I think with my career and my degree so far, I've always been interested in the natural world and protecting the environment. So there was that passion originally, and then I've always been a vegetable gardener as well, and I've translated that into this career in sustainable agriculture, and then as I keep progressing, water and soil and all those kind of interconnections keep fascinating me, and just how the natural world works, and then how we as humans use those natural resources and for our own use, and the need to protect those to ensure that they're available for future generations. So my project is focused on kind of this larger scale assessment of water quality improvement from individual practices. So here in Iowa, we have a lot of subsurface drainage to increase our agricultural production. We have a lot of areas where the soils are poorly drained, so we've put in artificial drainage to make that better for farming, make it easy for our equipment to get in the fields. Right? So that's all a good thing, but then the downside is we can directly transport any pollutants right from the fields to the streams. And so we have lots of practices to address this problem, but only recently have we seen these practices installed at a large scale in an entire watershed. And so with my project, we're looking at a small watershed where there's been near complete treatment with these practices of the drainage systems, and then we can assess the change in this watershed as we keep moving forward, and hopefully see the effectiveness of these practices at a larger scale. So we're just beginning. This will help me support this additional work that we're going to do, and so currently I monitor 3 individual practices called saturated buffers at a farm, and so this project will then allow us to do additional monitoring at this site where we have these practices, and so we'll start monitoring the stream for nitrate concentration later this summer, and then also flow in the stream, and so we'll be monitoring that stream flow. Yeah, so the award is really useful, really beneficial. So we wouldn't be able to do this additional work without the award providing funding for the equipment and supplies, and being able to travel additional times to the site and do this additional data collection and data analysis. I hope to get several things out of the experience. I guess I've already gotten some really useful grant writing experience out of this as a PhD student looking at a potential academic career path. That is incredibly valuable to be able to do a pretty small project, smaller budget, but get this experience writing the proposal, writing the grant, and then writing the budget and figuring out what those items are going to be. Along with that, though, I'm hoping to further increase my network with water quality professionals here across the state, as well as hopefully provide some answers to some increasing research questions we're having about these practices and scaling them up. I am excited to get to work in this project and collect some additional data, because we get very focused on not necessarily small scale, but we have a lot of work and research done on individual practices and how will they work and optimizing those, and that's a lot of the focus of my current work. But I like to think larger scale and think about the broader issue and we want to improve water quality in Iowa, so let's start looking for those larger scale impacts. And so I'm hopeful and excited that we'll be able to have some very useful results here within the next couple of years.